My name is Vedika, and I am the author of Think Outside the Odds, a book about how being the underdog fosters innovation. This book explores what happens when the worlds of innovators and underdogs collide. I know a lot of innovation is about these kind of unexpected sparks of creativity and innovation, but there are a lot of things that you can do to maximize your chances of having those sparks. I talk a lot in the book about intentionality, being intentional about your environment, your conversations, your movement through life, and using that as a way to foster innovation. I decided to write this book because I wanted answers. I've always observed in the people around me and in my own life that there's this discrepancy that happens when we feel like the underdog. Sometimes it motivates us to overperform and to be more creative, but sometimes it just gets to our head. I wanted to figure out how to channel that first situation of creativity. I think what makes the book unique is that as a college student, I'm learning with you. And so as I'm able to talk to these really amazing innovators and creators, I'm able to ask them the questions that are probably on your mind as you're reading the book. I know a lot of times I get pretty frustrated with books that have really grand philosophies and ideas, but no concrete way to implement them. And so in the book, after each story that I tell, I really distill the journeys that we're hearing into these frameworks and principles. And then I use research and data to turn those frameworks and principles into actionable steps that you can take right now. This book is about 13 everyday innovators, the kind of people that have overcome crazy obstacles to become more creative and more successful. I tell the story of a woman who, at the age of 27, started her own restaurant with no culinary background. And just a couple years later, Time magazine called her restaurant the most influential of its time. I tell the story of a man who, at the age of 18, was able to escape serving in the Israeli military by being roped into the world of Silicon Valley entrepreneurship. I tell the story of a woman who almost flunked out of high school and then went on to become an engineer at NASA and eventually start her own company. For this book is that it empowers you to diverge, whatever that might mean for you. I know a lot of times in life we're kind of given these cards and this path to follow, and then the steps that we need to take to make sure that we stay within the lines. I found that what's scary about trying to stray from that is that there's no real plan outside of it. I want this book to be your plan. I hope that it empowers you to take your own path, to make things and to break them, and to really explore the unlimited possibilities of the world. This book is for you if you are fascinated by innovation and entrepreneurship, or you just love a good story that makes you smile. Maybe you're in a point in your life where you don't really know what's next and you need a boost of inspiration. My name is Vedika Dayal, and I am the author of Think Outside the Odds.